What's up everybody, back at it again with another Magnum Quest video, and in this one, before I dive into the world boss setups, the redemption button is back. I mean, it wasn't even really supposed to be back in the first place, but the update happened and then it just showed up. Let's get it. Timestamps will be available in this video because I know it's going to be all over the place. Next, I wanted to quickly check out the new Shadow Hero Rose, her skill animations. I don't want to spend too much time as I wanted to give her the respect she deserves and do a whole video on her. She is after all a pirate and I'm not looking to make her angry. So I wanted to see what her suffocating assault skill looks like, aka her blink. Then that Mystic Sea Fog, which is her grenade, and then finally her ultimate Phantom Shark. So let's put this on 1x speed so we can get a good look at it. So yeah, her blink animation is really neat. It looks like she goes underwater, pops up, and then goes back. That's really nicely done. Very good on the MQ team. And then here's her grenade. This one is a bit so-so for me. I think the explosion is a bit lacking and the fog may cause newer players trouble. What I mean by this is enemies inside the fog may not be as visible as you want when trying to manually time your hero's skills to interrupt enemy skill animations like Durla's ult, Arthur's ult, for example. So this one, I don't know, this one's just okay for me. And then finally her ultimate, we're gonna see how this looks. Okay, so this one looks pretty good. It's a tad bit quick, so let's check this out once more. So yeah, the Phantom Shark, nice detail. It's just quick when you have it on regular speed. And who knew something like that could pop out of your hat? Reminds me of Animal Crossing when you go fishing and you catch a shark and then you just casually put it in your pocket. So her blink when she goes underwater is really good. Grenade, so-so, and her ultimate is good, but it's just very quick. Next, I just wanted to go over the new login calendar. It looks like at day 15, you get the hero Arthur. Then at 30, you get the advertised one seen here. So I'm wondering if when this rolls over after day 30, will you get another hero at 15? If so, is it different than Arthur, plus Issy? If that's the case, that's crazy. 2 free heroes potentially moving forward. I can't confirm this, but that's what it looks like in 1 month, simply by logging in on top of all these other little goodies. So it's pretty good. And now finally, let's get into the new world boss, the Nian monster. Now going back to what I said in my previous video about why I like this style of event is because it has variety. Halloween, Durla, Issy were strong, Christmas, Wind and Fang were strong, and now the Chinese New Year, Arthur and Fang or Hista are strong. Personally, if I was part of the MQ team, I would have planned ahead of time knowing players were going to use Arthur and also give him a buff in this update, because he needs it. If you haven't experienced it yet, you will. He dies way too fast before even getting his shield off, aka his ultimate. So right now the main setup seems to be Arthur, Cinia, Harry, Hista or Fang depending on your hero investment, but the majority of the top damage charts I see are using Hista. If you use Hista, you want to use the Hista card. If you use Fang, you're going to want to use the Fabian boss card. Now, a couple things I wanted to note to understand what's needed to make the top leaderboard. So number one, it's going to be hero investment, meaning star map. Are your heroes' star maps finished, or do you have any that are finished? Are you only done the bronze tier, the silver tier? And then your gear, is your gear 5 stars? Is it enhanced or not? Ascension stars, so is your hero maxed out, meaning legendary +5? There's a lot of variables here, but yeah, hero investment. Number 2 is going to be your rune. Do you have a nice statted gold rune on all your heroes, meaning for DPS a red attack rune with crit chance and crit damage, or a green energy rune for maybe your support with attack ER and haste. And then number 3 is going to be your arcane cards. Are you using the top boss cards right now, and how far along are their levels? Your squad level doesn't play a role in this event because everyone is put at a squad level of 300. Now let's go over the boss skills quickly. So right away, let me say this boss hurts. Compared to the other ones, some crazy damage this monster is able to put out. So Roar of Carnage, the calamity effect he inflicts on your heroes amplifies the damage you take. You can see here they take continuous damage, 5% of max HP every 2 seconds. Healing effectiveness is lowered, lifesteal is lowered. This buff can't be dispersed, meaning cleansed. It goes away when your hero's HP is fully restored. Next is Dismantled Souls. Siphon souls from random targets. Basically, this hurts. And then Wrath of the Lion Pride, after 30 seconds into battle, the Nian monster goes into a fury state, and oh baby, bring on the damage. Basically, everything is increased so you get hit much harder, which is why I think Arthur is a must. I could be wrong, but comment down below if you have survived the whole fight without using him. Now, I don't have the Fabian boss card yet to do other tests on my main, but I did pull the Gus card finally. It took forever. Just for information, it took 130,000 arcane dust pulling on Wednesday, which has an increased chance to pull hunter cards, aka Gus. Yikes. So my damage I've been able to pull off so far is just over 1 billion with the Hista card. I've tried multiple times and it seems to end up around the same. I would need to perfect my runes, level up some boss cards, probably in order to claim first. Really, there isn't much strategy here involved, unlike maybe the Christmas Fake Santa one, where you needed to break the ice cube. This is a simple auto battle and hope you luck out with a lot of crits or survive the fight. There are times my heroes do take a crazy amount of damage, so I really don't see you surviving the whole fight without Arthur, due to his shields and heals. So the Hista card amplifies damage to the target for all your heroes if the target is bleeding, and because Hista can keep 100% uptime over bleeds, it's a consistent damage buff. Like I said, if you're using Fang instead, you're going to want to use the Fabian card as you won't have the heroes to apply the bleed. Attack speed also directly benefits Fang more by allowing him to pump out more DPS since his numbers come from his melee attacks like his ultimate instead of Hista with her bleeds. If you don't have Hista or you don't have Fang, just simply use your best damage dealer. Now if you don't have either the Hista card or the Fabian card, you can use Wyndon, Issei, Fang, Gaia. There's just lots of options. As for the support card, Gus is still the go-to, but if you don't have Gus, Vieira, Amelia, Sir can all be substitutes. And then for the defense card, Fair for Death. The Golden Dawn card to synergize great with your Arthur for bigger shields, improving survivability. I wouldn't go with dodge cards though, like Lillian or Grom, simply because that doesn't allow you to gain energy when you dodge an attack, and you want as much energy as you can to get lots of ultimates off. But I have asked players to test their damage, how it adds up if they replace the Hista card with Fabian, and then maybe drop Cinia, since the attack speed will allow for consistent energy buildup, taking the place of Cinia. So you're able to add in another DPS. So the setup would look maybe something like Hista, Arthur, Harry, Sir, and Fang. Hero positioning may play a factor, so you might need to play around with that. Comment down below what setup has been working for you and some of your damage numbers. As always, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for future videos, and stay tuned for the next one.